Have you come for a tale?
Sidolphus Telamon, a shocking truth, leader of the Hideaway and dominant over a move, who warden of Thunder. In his quest to create a world where bearers and dominants can die on their own terms, he unearthed a shocking truth that the mother crystals were the cause of the all-consuming blight. He makes plans to see the mothers fall that Valifia and her people might be saved. The mother crystals, their text on the land. Though the people of Alifia rely on the crystal mine from these mountains in their everyday lives and flock to the ether-rich lands around them in pursuit of their blessings, it posits that it is in fact the mother crystals and their ability to draw ether from the earth that is the reason for the Deadlands advance. A few who learn the truth are hunted down by those in positions of power, those whose power rests on their control of this crucial resource. The Holy Empire of Sebrak, a nation occupying the uh, faith in the goddess, a nation occupying the northeastern reaches of the continent of Storm, with the great city of Oriflame as its capital. Sebrak is the realm's largest theocracy and home to the Mother Crystal Drake's head. The empire is ruled by the Holy Emperor, the one true goddess made flesh according to the Gregorian faith. We served unquestionably by the sworn Knights of the Blessed Dragon, known more commonly as the Dragoons. Drake's Head, a mother crystal situated on the Sea of Grace in northern Sebrak. Drake's Head towers over the holy capital of Holy Flame. Its mighty form a testament to the power and permanence of the empire. However, mysterious ether floats and the specter of the ever-encroaching blight have led some in power to call that permanence into question. Sylvestre Lesage, Emperor of the Holy Empire of Sebrak, who won his throne at least partially by virtue of his son Dion having awakened as a dominant of Bahamut. The High Cardinal, first and foremost of the 5 cardinals who make up the Council of Elders, second only to the Holy Emperor in the imperial government. It is his role to lead the council in governing Sabrak in the imperial stead, and providing the latter does not overload his decisions, his authority is absolute. Absolute. Clive Rossfield, after joining Seed, an Imperial returned deserter, he returns to the ruins at Phoenix Gate where his father and brother died 13 years before, and learns that he is indeed the dominant of Ifrit, the one who took his brother's life. Anxious to atone for his crimes and filled with righteous anger after witnessing the massacre at his pool, he pledges himself to Seed's cause to free all of Alifia from its bonds, not only those between bearer and master, but those between man and Mother Crystal. Diane Lesage at the Battle of Belhotostor, firstborn son and loyal subject of Emperor Sylvestre, ruler of the Holy Empire of Sebrak, as well as leader of the Empire's most elite fighting force, the Dragoons. Dion is also the dominant of Bahamut, the Warden of Light, and has often been called upon to summon his icon in defense of his countrymen, most recently in a year of the realm 873 when Odin took to the field against them in the Battle of Pelamastor. Oriflame, the capital of the Holy Empire of Sabrak, located in northeastern Storm, is the peninsula that dominates Oliephaste Bay and is home to the mother crystal known as Drake's Head. All the Empire's major institutions are located here, including White Worm Castle, seat of the Holy Emperor and meeting place of the Cardinals. White Worm Castle, the towering citadel from which the Holy Emperor of Sebrak rules over the entirety of his demesne, with the Mother Crystal rising above it and the imperial capital of Oriflame spread out below. This ivory edifice is truly a wonder to behold. The Council of Elders advises to the Holy Emperor of Sabrek and the highest body of government in the empire. The council consists of 5 cardinals of the Caraconian Church who are intended to rule in the emperor's stead. The emperor, meanwhile, is expected to serve as a constitutional monarch, but there is little to prevent one who wishes to impose their will upon the council from playing a more autocratic rule. The 5 cardinals, the senior statesmen that make up the highest office of government in Sabrek after the emperor himself, the Council of Elders. The council is comprised of the High Cardinal representative of Central Sabrek and the Holy Capital Al-Horiflame, and the 4 cardinals who administer the outer provinces, the northern, southern, eastern, and western seas. The Breadbasket, a region overlooking the Strait of Halfa in the eastern part of Sebrak. The bounty provided by its rich soil fed the empire for generations until the ever-encroaching blight intervened, displacing thousands in the process, a disturbance which played no small part in the troubles that were later to engulf the imperial capital. The Crystalline Dominion, a tiny independent state straddling the continents of Storm and Ash. Its capital, Twin Side, is built on the tiny Isles of Ark, from which its mother crystal, Drake's Tail, rises. The lack of a dominant has seen the Dominion become the subject of constant maneuvering over the years, both political and military, and it was only through the recent convening of a Council of All Nations that a non-aggression treaty towards the neutral body was forged and a tenuous stability amongst centuries-old rivals achieved. The Strait of Halfa, the narrow channel to the north of the Crystalline Dominion that separates the continents of Storm and Ash, with Sabrek to the west, Welut to the east, and the Dominion to the south, its shores are never short of soldiers or political tension. The Gregorian Church, the state religion of the Holy Empire of Sabrek, whose followers worship the goddess Gregor as the one true deity. At the church's head stands the Holy Emperor, voted into office by his fellow cardinals and supposedly their equal, though this is widely recognized to be a convenient fiction. The followers of Gregor worship dragons as sacred servants of their goddess, and since the founding days of the empire have both doted and depended upon them.
Did you learn everything you needed?
Did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard?
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. Could never have too many. You're always welcome here in Lost.
Anything catch your eye? That all, is it?
So what god's-forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, summat foul's brewing, and it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will ya?
All right.
Okay.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier. Didn't sound happy.
Take a sip, Clive. So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. But that's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
There's...
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dane. And it's the Dane who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send a Stolas in the morning, let her know you're coming. We go way back, and she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but... Who is this dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Alien reports unlocked, what? Alien reports. Alien reports are now available for viewing by speaking to God that the alien report counted in a hideaway's mess. These reports compiled by the Cursebreakers contain information on quests currently available across. What?
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
The Dame goes by many titles, including some that would make you blush. But only a trusted few know her real name. Don't worry about finding her. As long as you've got that satchel, she'll find you.
And what's this?
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service. Well, at the hideaway service anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the Cursebreakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all. Me?
Me, I do what Otto tells me. Suppose you could say I'm his right-hand man. He's a hard master, but not nearly as hard as my old one was. When that man beat me bloody and threw me out onto the streets to die, it was Otto who found me and took me in. The way I see it, I owe him. And so I help him look after the ledges, as well as reading through all the reports coming in from our allies across the Twins. And if it sounds like someone out there needs our help, I make a note so I can point any willing volunteers in the right direction.
What'd you say?
So, what'd you say? Are you willing? There's no surer way of turning Otto's frown a little less frowny.
Anything catch your eye?
Finding new quests. Use code Salient reports to not only find new quests around Philadelphia, but also travel immediately to the obelisk point nearest their location. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I'm doing this. I like doing side quests in games. Welcoming committee.
You're that soldier who chased off the royalists. I want you to know that you're...
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
Welcoming committee. One of Quinton's underlings enlists the help of Clef to help two new bearers settle into Lost Wing. Apparently their former master mistreated them terribly and they're extremely nervous as a result.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard to see them?
I take it you're not here for a room? What is there to know?
What is there to know? Some would call me mayor, others master. The people of Lost Wing know the truth. As for my relationship with Sid, suffice it to say that he and I share certain mutual interests which each have brought us together. We are allies of convenience, nothing more. I scratch his back, he scratches mine, and neither of us lingers over long on the details. Ask about Lost Wing. When I arrived, Lost Wing was no more than a collection of tottering hovels huddled in a shadow of the ancient hubris. The ideal place, in short, for one who sought to escape the watchful gaze of the Empire. Yet it was not until I had finished my survey of the neighboring hills that I realized the true value of this place. The soil rich, the water plentiful, and the sun strong, to wit, the most suitable environment for the growing of wine grapes. And so it proved, for our vintages now outgrace dining halls from the free cities to the frigid north. Ask about the recent attack.
It is a rare day.
It is a rare day when we are visited by the soldiery, even rarer when they hail from across the narrow.
And for what?
And for what? A domino that may or may not exist? Be it smoke or flame, no good was ever had grasping at either.
Very good then.
Very good then.
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade? Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill. You'll find bread and wine on the counter. If you need more, just say the word.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough.
Brother, did you see?
Yeah. Bread and wine from the tavern.
Bread and wine. While the loaf is slightly stale and the wine somewhat watered down, it will serve to fill an empty belly.
May we? Truly? Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Okay.